Among them was a fun and surprisingly addictive title, Ghostbusters Ghost Trap, developed by Vivendi Games Mobile. This game brought the iconic Ghostbusters universe to your fingertips, combining simple controls with clever, puzzle-style gameplay and a nostalgic connection to the beloved movies. In Ghostbusters, the famous team of paranormal investigators returns to save the city from a supernatural invasion once again. As in the films, ghosts run wild, causing chaos across locations inspired by New York City. However, instead of focusing on shooting or action-heavy gameplay, Ghost Trap takes a unique approach by turning ghost catching into a strategic challenge. The game's story is simple yet effective. Once again, New York is overwhelmed by ghosts. Paranormal activity has surged, and spirits are appearing everywhere, from hotels and libraries to urban environments inspired by movies. The Ghostbusters, Peter Venkman, Egon Spengler, Ray Stantz, and Winston Zeddemore, are called back into action. Their mission? Capture every ghost and restore balance before the situation spirals out of control. As the player, you control the entire team of Ghostbusters. Each level represents a different haunted location. As you progress, the ghost activity intensifies, the environments become more complex, and the challenges become more intense. There's also an added goal: uncover hidden ghosts scattered throughout the game. These collectible spirits add replay value and give completionists something extra to hunt down. The game is structured like a puzzle, so you can't run around freely. Each level is a maze-like area where ghosts float freely. Your job is to guide the ghosts into a trap using the Ghostbusters proton streams. Here's the twist: you don't directly control the ghost. Instead, you position each Ghostbuster around the level, and their proton beams push the ghost in a specific direction. You must carefully time and aim these streams to bounce the ghost around the environment, almost like a pinball, until it reaches the trap. Game may not be the most famous game in the franchise, but it's a perfect example of how mobile games used to be simple, fun, and surprisingly deep. Released in 2010 by Gameloft, this game brought a full crime sandbox, similar to Grand Theft Auto, to mobile devices, including Java phones, Android, and iOS. What made this game truly unforgettable, beyond the gameplay, was the story, atmosphere, and feeling of living a dangerous life in Miami. Gangstar Miami Vindication is an open-world, action-adventure game in which players can freely explore a large version of Miami, including its beaches, downtown streets, swamps, and harbors. The game features over 75 missions ranging from car chases and shootouts to escort missions and gang infiltration. Players can drive cars, ride motorcycles, pilot boats, and even fly helicopters, which was a huge feat for a mobile game at the time. Unlike earlier titles in the series, this one features voice acting, which makes the story feel more alive and cinematic. The story follows Johnny Gainesville, who is searching for his missing younger brother, Joey. After hearing that his brother was last seen in Miami, Johnny travels there to look for him. Soon, he finds himself pulled into the city's dangerous criminal underworld. As he searches for answers, he realizes that finding Joey won't be easy. In order to survive, he must work for gangs, criminals, and shady figures, slowly becoming part of the world he never wanted to join. As the story reaches its peak, Johnny uncovers a shocking truth. The real mastermind behind it all isn't just some random gang leader. It's someone much closer to him. His former boss, Clive, has been manipulating events from the beginning, using Johnny to eliminate rival criminals and take control of Miami. This betrayal leads to a final confrontation filled with chaos, car chases, and intense action. Eventually, Johnny defeats Clive and puts an end to the conspiracy. With Miami freed from corruption, Johnny reunites with his brother, Joey, and decides to leave the criminal life behind. The story ends on a calmer note, with Johnny walking away from the criminal life and the chaos he helped create. Governator is a Java mobile game with a lot of action. You control a main character who is strong and brave. This character is like a one-man army. The name Governator itself hints at authority and dominance, themes that the game leans heavily into. You're not just a soldier. You're the ultimate enforcer. The gameplay is simple yet addictive. Like many Java games of that era, It uses side-scrolling mechanics combined with shooting and combat elements. You move through levels filled with enemies, obstacles, and missions that require quick reflexes and strategic thinking. But what really sets Governator apart is its atmospheric storyline. The game places you in a disorderly world where law and order have broken down. Criminal organizations and armed groups have taken control of various locations, leaving them overrun with dangerous enemies. Governments are either too weak or too slow to act, so they call on you the Governator. Each level is a mission in which you are sent into hostile territory to eliminate threats, perform rescues, or restore control. Rather than being told through long dialogues or cutscenes, the narrative is delivered through the missions themselves. Every enemy you face, every explosion, and every intense moment builds the story of a lone hero fighting against impossible odds. Weapons play a significant role in Governator. You start with basic firepower, but as you progress through the game, you gain access to stronger weapons that will help you survive tougher battles. Governator is the perfect example of that creativity. Instead of relying on high-end graphics or complex mechanics, it focused on delivering pure, straightforward fun. Instead, it focused on providing pure, simple fun that players could enjoy anytime, anywhere. The Jurassic Park mobile game is a retro action adventure title inspired by Steven Spielberg's iconic Jurassic Park franchise. Depending on the version, as multiple adaptations were released for different phones, the game usually puts you in the role of a survivor stranded on Isla Nublar, where dinosaurs roam freely following a catastrophic system failure. The gameplay usually involves a mix of exploration, survival, and action. You navigate through jungle paths, laboratories, and park facilities, all the while avoiding or confronting dangerous dinosaurs such as velociraptors and the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex. Despite limited hardware, the game successfully captures the tension and danger of the original film. The Jurassic Park mobile game loosely follows the events of the original film, but simplifies them for gameplay. You start the game as a character who is stranded inside the park after the security systems fail. The electric fences are down, the power is unstable, and the dinosaurs have escaped their enclosures. Your mission is simple, yet challenging. Survive, restore order if possible, and escape the island. Throughout the game, you will encounter abandoned areas, broken vehicles, and clues about what went wrong. As you progress, the danger increases. Early encounters might involve smaller dinosaurs, but later levels introduce faster, smarter predators like raptors and eventually, the terrifying T-Rex. The tension builds steadily, giving players a sense of being hunted, just like in the movie. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into classic mobile games, please like and subscribe. Let me know which nostalgic game you'd like to see next. I'll see you in the next video.